Okay, so I'm gonna go straight into it. This video is had no audio originally when I first uploaded it. I took it down and I'm gonna add audio to it. And I asked around with my cousins, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you should definitely do story time." So that's what I'm gonna do. For the purpose of this video, I'm gonna talk about when I was a kid and living in a one-bedroom apartment with three family members. You heard that right. It was one bedroom apartment, and there was four of us: my mom, dad, and my younger brother, and me, obviously. And it was a pretty cramped apartment, but somehow we made it work. Uh, basically, I don't want to say where it's at, but I think I'm gonna have to. So it was in downtown San Francisco, early '90s. So as you can imagine, it was insane. We had this long hallway with the bathroom right in front of the door, and there was no lights in that hallway. There's only one, but it looked like something straight out of a horror movie. So as a kid, to me, that was basically like a no-no zone. And I was afraid to even go to the bathroom in the middle of the night sometimes because it looked really shady. I didn't know where the light switches were, but it looked super dark. It looked super scary, straight out of something out of like a horror movie. Very very scary. Every time I went to the bathroom, I would start basically. I would sing. Basically, I would basically make noises a kid would make. I would jump up and down, scream. Of course, I got yelled at, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, that's basically what I do. At night, we kept like a little bed sheet there to keep, since it was kind of cold in the hallway, and it was pretty warm in the living room. For some reason, the heat didn't like move from the living room to the hallway and whatnot, so we used to keep a bed sheet there to keep the cold air out. My parents used to sleep in the bedroom that was there, and yeah, like it was insane. I don't know how we made it work, and we just made it work. One of my fondest memories I have that basically I remember was one time when I was a kid. We kept these marbles above the TV, and keep in mind that this was the box TVs, not the flat screens that we have now. It was a big box TV, and I climbed this TV to get to these marbles because I guess I wanted to play with them. And like from what my uncle and them tell me, my family members tell me, I should say, when I climbed up, the TV fell on me, and like you just hear this huge thump. And basically, my mom rushes in, like even though she's in the kitchen, she's obviously not going to be paying attention to me. So she runs in, and she's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And at that, like my dad like sees me also, and he's fuming, he's mad, and basically my dad's never like hit me once ever in my life, but like from what my one of my relatives tells me, he's like when they came in, my dad was so mad. It like if they didn't come in at that time, that my dad would have basically whooped me, and he was like, and I was like, oh, thank you for that, obviously. And then he's like, after we left, I'm not sure if your dad whooped you or not. And I don't have any recollection of this. This is what other people have told me. This is what my relatives have told me. So like he probably did because I don't remember it. But yeah, that's one of the fondest memories I have when I was a kid. One of the other craziest memories I have as a kid was when I went, when in basically in that one bedroom apartment, there was three other apartments. They're similar. They're very similar. One bedroom, one or two bedrooms, and there's other people living there. And basically, uh, like not really next door, but like they were living upstairs. It was only four apartments. One of the apartments I was living in, and there's three other people or three other families that were living there. One of the families basically they had two kids. They were both older than me. By one was older about a year, The other one was older and by like 3, 4 years. I don't really remember, but yeah, we played baseball and we cracked. Uh, we basically cracked one of the windows for the apartment by playing baseball in front of the street, and we played it with one of these foam bats. The one of those foam bats that are now considered to be a weapon, but it was a bat that was just. It was just like a normal bat. It was foam, and like it didn't look like it could hurt anyone. And we played baseball since we all liked playing baseball. We were kids. We didn't know any better, and it was my turn to bat, and I hit the ball and I broke window. And obviously I dropped the bat and I run in, like we all run to our apartment, like we're all like running there, and like my mom's in the kitchen, she's cooking, she's like wondering like why we basically ran there, and she was like, if we told her what happened. About 10, 15 minutes later, we like the doorbell rings, and like the guy who lived there whose window got cracked, he was like, "Oh, you should discipline your kids. You should hit them," and like he was just saying like, "Oh, you should like really discipline your kids," and like both of our moms, like the neighbor's kid's mom, the two kids' mom and my mom were like, "Oh, they're just kids. You know, they're having fun." And even this old couple that used to live there, who lived in the apartment like the apartment right next door to us, was like, "Oh yeah, they're just kids. They're having fun. Yeah, I'll admit what they did was wrong, but they're just having fun. They're kids." And the guy who lived across from us was like, "Oh no, like you gotta discipline them, and you just gotta keep disciplining them. You gotta hit them. Like you gotta move out or something." And like because this is nuts. They're kids. They should know the difference. So I'm approaching the like I still got time left, but I'm approaching the time pretty quickly, more quickly than I can imagine. But yeah, if you hate it, let me know. Love it, let me know. If you think I should basically do something, like if I should just stop, let me know. But yeah, so just let me know what you guys think, and bye.